Welcome back, commanders, scrap collectors, and people with nothing else to do while they're eating. Today we have a epic yet chaotic game of Beyond All Reason coming your way. And if you enjoy it, it would mean a lot to me if you hit that like button and subscribe. Let's dive straight into it. We'll have the red team on the bottom and the blue team on the north. The 5v5 is the match we're about to watch. And it has high and middle ranked players. At 49 OS, the top commander, Akamar 6, going to be steering the blue team to victory. And at the bottom, the top dog will be Glort TTV, opening up Armada as well. This map has a few key choke points that each team is going to fight over. Now, the one beauty of playing on this map is there is a bit of water, so this does allow for interesting flanking opportunities from hovercraft or sneaky commanders. You can also get key points like on here and get a good radar down, giving you a nice amount of vision, while also putting in artillery and shutting down the middle of the map. If this game goes late, you definitely see that happening. Now the ticks on each side are starting to flood out. The blue team has a bit of a run by sending in about 10 ticks to get a single construction bond. Is that trade worth it? Probably not, but he did get some useful intel, vision, and vision is everything. He knows both the opponents are going bots and they're not going super greedy, as the mexes that yellow has taken is 0 besides the one in the starting location. This means blue has that information and he can look to either go greed or play relatively aggressive. The choice is up to him. Speaking of choices, the green player is loving his aggression as 2 incisors are picking off lonely pawns. Now he's about to use 2 hands as the micro is coming out. One incisor or blitz falls down into the shadow realm, and the other one is going to be cleaned up by the remaining pawns. I bet they're not happy after their brother has fallen down. The harassment though has not stopped. The rovers from our green commander are now sneaking deep into enemy territory and looking to cause damage. Now this does a few things. Scouting is one, that's obvious, and dealing damage is another one. But arguably the most important thing that these units are doing is preventing them from getting to the midline. And the midline is key, because that means you can set up your turrets, your radars, and easily control the flow of the match. But since blue team has been aggressive in the early game, forcing kind of red back into their backline, defensive units were deployed, and that allowed blue to get a stronger foothold in the center at a faster rate. This is very good and could start to snowball the early game lead they have already built for themselves, as Akamaru definitely outnumbers Zeno. Just Jujutsu Kaisen's, I feel like, references everywhere, by the way, in the center of the map. But he is walking up, but there is a turret that has already been placed. Now this turret is slightly out of range of the commander, and Akamaru knows this. So he's going to set up his own turrets and kind of strangle Zeno out of the game. But speaking of the players, the left-hand side is all in their own tug of war. Each side is not winning nor losing yet, but Whiplash has gone for the long approach. Rocket bots and thugs. These guys both have range, they can shoot on the move, and are incredibly potent when it comes to dealing with defenses. They are a bit lightly armored, so if you can get on top of them, if they swarm of pawns, it will be lights out quickly. But with some good micro and a fantastic D-gun from Whiplash, he's looking to be in the driver's seat. As these units scale with time, the more rocket bots and thugs are able to pull out, the more dangerous they become as they start one-shotting turrets, commanders, and even tier 2 units alike if their units can become very vast. As I look to zoom out one more time, we can clearly see the lines have been drawn across the side of the map. No one is able to break through, and Glorp TTV is holding strong in a bit of a 2v1, and he's winning. That's why he's the top OS player from the red team. They just know the secret technology that the rest of us don't. And honestly, it might be time to find out, because I want a 2v1. That looks pretty fun. But Akamaru, though, our main character for the blue team, is holding strong in the middle. And the best part is, when you have such an advantage, you have options. You can either continue to produce units and try and break the front line, which is what he's doing right now, switch into air if you wanted to, or even go tier 2, as yellow has no chance at this moment of breaking through these defensive line that Akamaru has created. But the meatballs are dodge, duck, diving, as the Rocketeers just can't seem to hit a shot to save their life. They need glasses, or in this case, better optics, as they just cannot hit the Centurions. But the walls are there, the turrets are enclosing, and the base crawl has become a reality. Each turret inching closer to yellow's base each second in favor of Akamaru, as the mexes he's able to deny and claim destroyed is huge in the long run. But hold the phone. The green commander has just fallen down into the abyss as a bit of a snipe occurred, and Fox 1 now has 2,000 metal at his disposal, and his teammate on the left-hand side is pushing back. Lemon, meaning the left-hand flank for the red team, is looking quite beautiful. And then you have Glorp TTV holding the right in a 2v1. This match could not look better for red team at the moment. Fox 1 is even able to claim the commander fully, increasing his bank accounts to levels even Jeff Bezos would be jealous. The orange still pushing back. Fox 1 holding strong. Akamaru pushing in, but Glort TTV finally forced to fall back. All lines have been covered, and at this moment I would say blue team is losing. But if we look into blue team's base, we have a bit of a transition. The bombing run is coming out, and he is investing a lot of fighters here. Over 1,000 metal at this stage in the game is a lot has gone into the air. This is the Hail Mary play from Akamaru. If this fails, the game might be over, as the lines are collapsing on each side. Glort TV holding much stronger for red flank than the blue team is on the opposite side. The corpses are piling up like Jack the Ripper in the streets of London, and yet no one has claimed victory. We even have a cheeky commander hiding in the swamp, looking to walk up and get some D-guns, or maybe even a self-D to fully blow open the left-hand flank. As we continue to zoom out, we'll notice in the backline 3,000 metal has now been spent on the bombers. No anti-aircraft, meaning if this gets scouted, it's literally GG for blue team, as all they need is a few AA batteries and the fighters of their own, and that bombing run would be shut down completely. And if we have a look, nobody has either. No AA, no fighters, and they're on the move at the 10-minute mark when people could be going for tier 2 transitions. This is the play of the game. Akamaru also starting now to lose on his side as well. All eyes are on the bombers. There is 17-20 in total. The first bombing run is coming in. It's just been spotted. Bombs away, and red base has gone up in flames. Sound the horns, as this is looking devastating. An AA battery comes up, but just one in the face of such destruction is just not enough. The bases are falling left and right. The tier 2 laboratory staying on 4%. He's gonna circle back in a game that looked like red team had it in the bag. The bombing run, destroying everything. The fireworks show is beautiful. Happy late Chinese New Year, as Akumaru doing it justice, showing on a beautiful show here. Fabulous. I love watching air just rain from above and destroy everything. The solars in the back, the winds falling down, the entire base of red team left in scraps, hopes and dreams fallen down into despair, as the lone AA turret tries to stop the remaining 12 bombers from having an all-you-can-eat buffet, as the bombing run has shattered Red's hopes and dreams. Funnily enough, the economy is still relatively even, just showing how far ahead Red Team was. But the front line has now started to crack. Whiplash, no more army, no more energy. Purple will take over. Green still losing because he was so far behind a Fox 1. And now with tier 2 out for Akumaru and the death push along with Numpty. Great name, by the way. Farming Xenos. Glort TTV though, finally with a lot of AA. 6 have been risen. The bombers have been completely cleaned up. Commander and now destroyed. The game state has shifted into Blue's favor. But has it been enough for Blue Team to secure the victory? Honestly, at this point, I might have to say so. The tier 2 rolling in from Akumaru will probably be the nail in the coffin. Unless, you never know, a sneaky commander can blow all this up. A good D gun could change the tide of war, as the reclaim is always a ticket back into the game. But with good micro from Akumaru, the game in theory should be over. But humans are not machines, and they are incapable of making mistakes. So as the hounds are microed back, tier 1 stands no chance. But they just have to buy time for purple to clean on the left hand side, as green has now stabilized and Glort TTV forced back. The air raid from Blue. What a play. I'm telling you, in this game, air is usually the guy who loses you or wins you the game, or AFKs the entire match. That's it. You have 3 options. They don't matter, or they're the most valuable player. That's how air always goes, and beyond all reason. Absolute beautiful role. But in this game, commander beautiful destroyed. Transition. Glort TTV going back on the mound here with his commander, trying to get maybe a radar and denying this warden, allowing his Mauser to shell away. But time is not on his side, as Blue Team's economy is starting to run away. As they are not forced to build units, they can go into eco if they want, where Red Team has to be terrified of the onslaught coming their way. And with that, Red Team resigns from one single player. If you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe.